Hi everybody, welcome back to the McRae's Window Cleaning YouTube channel, and this is part 2 of our series, Health and Wellbeing as a Window Cleaner. And today, what are we talking about? What's on the menu? Diets, what we eat, maybe who we are. So let's get straight into it. So we love to eat, we sometimes live to eat, but it goes without saying that what we put into our system has a massive impact on who we are as a person. So as a window cleaner, trying to run our business, or even if we're simply an employee, what we eat can have a massive impact on the health and well-being and in our role as window cleaners. So what can help us to really take control of that aspect of our life? Well, it goes without saying, research is important and self-discipline. Now, the easy way is in this next video, when we're out and about on the road doing our job, the easy way to feed ourselves is this. Watch this.
Sorry about the wait, please. Sugar, thanks.
Could I have a small long black, please?
A small long black?
Yes, please.
Yeah, was that all today?
That's all today, thank you.
Would you like to add a $2 helping hand to your order?
No, thank you very much.
No worries, I'm going to come to $4 turn jump through.
Okay. Does that look familiar? Yep. We've done it heaps of times. Drive-throughs of Hungry Jack's or Burger King, McDonald's, and lots of other places. Here in Australia now, a lot of the coffee chains are doing drive-through. We have Mexican food places that do drive-through. You don't have to get out of your car. You don't have to exercise. You just eat, drink, do all that kind of stuff. And while we think, well, I'm so busy, I have no time, I have to do it that way, realistically, we have to think of the long term. So what things do we need to think about with regard to our diet? Well, at the beginning, I want to say I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a health professional like you, I'm a humble window cleaner. But over the years, I've tried a number of different aspects of dietary programs, food programs. I hate to use the word diet because it looks like you're on a fad, but an eating regime is probably the term I prefer to use. That helps with energy, it helps with drive, and it helps with mental well-being. So what are some different aspects that I've tried? Well, these things I've tried for myself for 18 years, and including the first probably 10 years of me being a window cleaner, I was vegetarian. I didn't eat any meat at all, not even at a barbecue. My wife worked and developed some fabulous vegetarian dishes, including crumb tofu with a mango sauce, which was absolutely delicious. Yep. So that worked for a while. And then I realized that maybe my health, as I was getting older, needed to make some adjustment, and vegetarian eating regime wasn't working. So then I investigated a few other things. I investigated the Eat Right for Your type, that is eating according to your blood type. Now, you can Google that and find that there's many people who debunk that program. I can only say it works well for me. So anecdotally, I can say that's a great program. I'm an O-type blood. My blood type is O, which means I eat a lot of meat, a lot of beef, a lot of lamb. I eat a lot of vegetables, and that's really useful. I combine that with a paleo routine where I cut out a lot of carbs. So cut out the breads, cut out the pastas, cut out a lot of the rice and things like that, things that I love, but I know that they physically affect me and bloat me, they tire me out, they don't do me any good. So I've taken control of my diet. My wife is very helpful in that regard. She's comes up with some great ideas, and we support each other on our eating regime. You need to have unity in that regard. But eating well doesn't mean we don't deviate occasionally, but eating well is so important, and you need to work out and trial different things that suit you and that work well and that help you physically. Now, this can be as a result in our previous video where we talked to the doctor, and the doctor looked at all the numbers and said, hey, Duncan, you need to tweak this. Maybe your cholesterol's too high. So you need to look at what you can cut out of your diet to reduce cholesterol or eat something differently. So that's where the physical checkup can really give you a motivation to make some adjustments in your diet. Friends of mine in the past have had high iron levels, so they've had to reduce what they eat, change their eating regime so that their health isn't compromised due to that those adverse iron levels in their system. So that's where the medical checkup with your doctor works well then in your choices of food and eating well. Another important thing we mentioned earlier about self-discipline. A thing that I really recommend is the night before your work day is to make your lunches, prepare your food that you're taking with you. You have control of what's going in there. You then have that in your cooler bag, in your car, and it reduces the temptation to go for the fatty, unhealthy choices that are available everywhere. So it takes time, and it may cost you a little bit more each week to eat a more healthy regime. But when we think about the short term or the long term, which one are we looking for? So short term, it may be more costly, but the long term, it may be save you a lot of time, effort, and money because you're eating well as you go. Another aspect is how our eating program affects our mental health, how it affects our thinking processes, and being calm in dealing with the stresses of life. No matter how successful our businesses are, we're going to deal with stress and some of that external from our work. So our eating program can assist. And there are many studies throughout the earth that have shown that what we eat affects our mental health. So one of the things that we've done recently, which has been very, very powerful in helping us, is we've cut out sugar completely. There's a growing feeling in the medical field that sugar can be a trigger for cancer. I don't want that, so I'm avoiding it. That's difficult because sometimes sugar can be addictive, but cutting that out of your diet and eating things without sugar, which means things that aren't processed, that while that can be real effort and real challenge to get a routine going like that, the long-term benefits will be of great. So in the last 18 months since we've worked on that, I've lost 12 kilos. I've had to get my suits cut down. I've had to buy different clothes because I've lost weight. And I feel so much better. So diet is essential for your general health and well-being as a window cleaner. What do you think? Do you agree? Well, leave a comment down here in the YouTube video. Leave a comment. Or you can contact me directly through my Instagram and Facebook page. There's the handle just there at McRae's Window Cleaning. Direct message me. And we can talk some more about how diet, the food we put into us, can help us with our general health and well-being as a window cleaner in 2019, 2020. I hope that's helped, and if it has, please share. I'd love you to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell so you have regular notifications of when we put new videos on our channel. In the meantime, look after yourself, take care of your health, and we'll see you down the track. Bye for now.